Oh, yep. So Christina asked me to walk through the rocket. Normally we don't, but okay, it's okay. Let's do it. So here's a code from yesterday. Yeah, I get the weather at the current location. So let's do it. To do that, there are two ways. First way is we're gonna fetch API on the front end, on the client side, and we don't fetch directly to the weather API, but we're gonna use our backend server. Like we send a request to our backend server, and then our backend server will send a request to the API, the weather app API, so that we can hide our API keys, right? There's another way is which we will redirect the user when we receive the current location coordinates. So that's a bad UX like before, because it's going to reload the page. The page is going to flash, and let's not do that. Instead, we're going to have a script on the front end to call the API on the front end, right? Just like how we did it in Google News. Okay. So here, I'm going to add the script on the front end. All right, what is this? Looks so different. Okay, in public JavaScript, you can create a script here. I'm going to say main.js. So to make sure that script run, we can just console it, anything. Hello world. Okay, save. And then in our layout or index SPS, I'm going to call that script. Equal style JavaScript / main.js, right? Okay.
But we place it inside it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Put down. Save it. I'm not sure if it works, but let's check it. JavaScript. Why is there something in the line here? JavaScript, right? No, automate. We register the public folder with our view engine, so we need the public there. So JavaScript, something that's weird. No, what?
We put that in the layout.
Doesn't matter. Okay, let's try it. In the layout, we also do the same thing here. If you say style sheet, okay, let's try it. Start our server. NVM run there. And localhost 2000. Open the control. You see the hello world here. I don't know why I have this the underline here. The warning that there's no short word.
Did you do npm start or npm run dev?
NVM run dev. You don't want to run NVM start because if you change something, it doesn't update. All right, so we see the hello world here. So that means our script is included into this page. So let's grab the current location. I forgot the syntax for that. How to get current location on browser. So here we go. Okay, we have something called navigator. Navigator.geolocation.get current position. We have something like this. I'm going to copy everything here first. Put it in our page, the main tree. We don't need this for now. Okay, remove it. Else, we don't need this as well for now. And this function show position is just to render the location, the longitude and the latitude on the web page. So we don't need this. We will use a console log for now. So position, then this is a function. I'm gonna console log. Wait, what was it? Oh, you got something called position. Position. Okay, I'm gonna console log position. I have one too many. Okay. And then call the function. Let's see what happened. Refresh. It's asking for position, I guess. No. What? Really? Oh, here we go. Done. Here we go. We got the location object. Okay. Inside the object, we have coordinates, timestamp, and a bunch of other things. We only look at the latitude and longitude.
If you go back to the code, because I'm not getting that.
You know it? This function I copied from W3 and W3 schools, I think. Basically, this function we're gonna call the object navigator, which belongs to the browser. Okay, browser JavaScript, and there's a couple of methods inside that we can use to get the current position from the browser. And this is a callback function. From this callback, we receive another object called position. It can be called anything, but I call it position, and I console log it. So now, if you want to see only the longitude and the latitude, just do like this. Longitude and latitude. Save. Test again. Okay. Oh, undefined, defined. What the hell? There's no such thing, I guess. Okay, here we go again. Oh, it's inside coordinates, cos, and inside cos we have those stuff. So dot cos. And here we have, let's say, this right here, cos. I'm gonna destructure it here. So I target the cos, and we have cos dot longitude, and then cos dot latitude. Save it. Reload. We should see two numbers. Wait, what? Oh, here we go. So the longitude and the latitude. And then we're gonna use this information to send to our backend. And using these two coordinates, we can find the, we can fetch the weather forecast. So on the backend side, we need to define the route to handle the call, the API call. So let's go to index.js here. And we're gonna reuse this function, okay? This function. This function is to get the forecast based on the coordinates. So let's add one more endpoint. It could be a get, it could be a pause, it could be anything, but I'm gonna use a get request, get. Weather by, name it anything, weather by locate cause, okay. And then function, scene, function, oh my God, I can't spell. All right, request, respond, next. Right. Now I'm gonna close this one. Right. So in here, we need to check the queries, just like this. I want to have latitude and longitude, cons. long lat equal to request dot query. If there is long lat, we're gonna fetch, right? Lat. We're gonna fetch. If not long and not lat or not lat, we do nothing. Return. Oh my god. Respond.json. We're gonna use JSON instead of render attended. JSON. Status. So here's another way to return something. Originally, we return a template, right? We return a web page. So now we don't return a web page anymore. We return some data, just like how you use React. And whenever you call an API, you receive a JSON file, a JSON body. So here we also do the same thing. Well, message, I would say require longitude and latitude. What's wrong with my spelling? Longitude, what's wrong with this? Oh, sorry. Thank you. And okay. If there is both values, long and lat, we're gonna call the function copy, paste, right? And this needs an array, so I'm gonna put an array here. Long, lat, right? So now we return this object. Return respond JSON and status okay. Data will be the focus dot current. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, you can use try and catch here if you want. Make sure that your application is like error proof. Catch. And for catch, I'm gonna connect to make it simple. Right, there we go. We finish a how do you say we create another endpoint to receive the longitude and the latitude, and then we return just the data, not the whole template, just the data. Okay. So let's do it on the front end. Here, I'm gonna call a fetch request. Before that, I'm gonna define right outside here. I'm gonna say function fetch data, fetch weather, okay, and do something. This function needs to be used async in a way, so I'm gonna use async there, and just like how we did it on with React, await fetch. Fetch. What's the name? What's the name of the route again? Weather by cause. Copy that. Put it here. Question mark. Long equals something. And then lat equals something, right? So we need lat and long here. Paste it out here. Lat. Okay, I don't remember the order of lat and long, which one comes first, but let's try it. If it doesn't work, we change the order. Later. Await fetch something, and then let's give it a content type. Header. There's no need for header, do we? Application JSON. This is nothing new, right? Nothing new yet. There's no need for the body because we're gonna send a GET request. So let's try it. Yeah, I'm gonna console response. Maybe not. Okay. Const data equal to await response.json, right? And then console data. Let's see what happened here. Call the function fetch weather inside our get location callback and pass in 2 arguments here. All right. Let's see what happened. I'm gonna refresh. Okay, that's our geolocation. Nothing wrong. Let's see what happened. Open the terminal. There's something wrong in the backend side. 500 error code 500. Long tail. There's something wrong here. We actually receive, go away. We receive longitude and the latitude 1 point something, and lat is 103, right? Yeah. 103 and then 1.35, which is correct, but it shows an error 500. So I'm gonna read console log the error, and I can understand what's wrong. On the back end side, console log error, right? Save it again, run. And then go to the terminal. There's an error. Bad request. So okay, we may sense the wrong thing, wrong order. So it has to be longitude first and then latitude, I think. So change it on the front end. Where am I? Here. So it's gonna be long and lat. Oh shit, I used it wrong. This should be long and lat, sorry. Long lat. Try again. Refresh. Okay, there we go. We got the data. So here the temperature or the weather information we got from the backend, right? So now we just render it. And you should know already how to render using JavaScript on the browser, right? Week 2, week 3, or you can add this now again. All right, it's done. Render take a while, so I'm not gonna show you how to do it right here. It's not in the scope of this week, so yeah.
Can I just see the code about the main and fetch from the main JS again?
Main JS here.
No, yeah, that one.
So here instead of console log, we need to return data as well. Or we can do something else. You can do render on UI using document get element by ID and then inner HTML something, right? Okay, so that's it. If you want to code, I can push it.
Anyway, we can do this via in the index.js. When there's no city, and we will automatically show the current location.
No, we need the current location first. How do we know the current location on the server side? There's no way to know it. Like on the server side, it's always in one place, right?
So provided we get the data from current location, and we can push into the index.js so that we can, when there's no city.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. But that's a problem here. If you use fetch on the front end, actually we don't reroute the browser. We just call an API. That's it. So if the back end return a template, the front end will not understand that. Okay. It only understands the data JSON file. So if you return a template, if we do nothing. And Bảo already tried yesterday, right? So, okay, that's why we need to call an API, and that API need to return the data, not the template, right? If you use the browser to hit the endpoint, you can return a template. Okay, if you use the URL here, for example, if you go to get weather by something, I forgot, weather by, yeah, let's try it. Weather by cost, and then question mark long equal, which one comes first? Oh, shit, I forgot. And then lat equal. Right, here we go. So this is how you build APIs.
Usually you have to make 2 pages, right? You have to make 2 pages, one using the
Oh, yeah.
HTML, traditional JS, and then
you don't need to. If you have if-else condition when you render it, for example, if you got the information from the API call here, right? You can enable this ID, this element, and then you hide the other element. Right? Just like how you control state on React. Right. I'm going to show you a couple of uses for route here. So what if we have another post request? So it's going to be route the post, and it can be anything. Post something. Something here is going to be a function request respond next. So we need, when we use, I'm going to call this one a handler function. This handler is a function, and that function automatically receives 3 arguments: request, which is the request object that sent for created by Express, also respond, and next. Request is something that we receive, the server receive, right? So for example, from front end send longitude and latitude. So inside the request query, here we got those values. And response is another object that whatever we want to return to the front end. Request, respond, and next is just like skip it, go to another function, the next function. We will learn it today. So basically, in this handler function, we have 3 arguments: request, respond, and next. It has to be in the correct order. Request first, respond second, next last. You may omit next. You don't need next if you want. Just delete it. But you need request and response. Okay. So sometimes you will see me doing like this. I don't need next. I don't need to define next here. You want to use async inside, put async here. Okay. And then if you have another route called put request, it's okay if you use the same URL, but different method. It's all right. You're allowed to do that. I'm gonna have one more. Oh, no. Okay, I have one more. This one, I'm gonna call it get. You can have one more and call it delete. Right? Okay. You can have post, put, get, delete, and patch as well. So you can have the same URL for different methods. They will be different endpoints. You can return a template using responded render, or you can return just a JSON file by using return JSON, or you can just return a string by using, for example, by using this response.send, I think, yeah, and send a string, symbol string, for example, like that, right? You can return anything. You can also return, maybe, can you return a file? Usually we return the URL to that file. We don't directly return the file. Okay. Okay, that sum up everything we learned yesterday. We will learn more about router in the future, maybe next week. But this is enough for now, right? Don't get too complicated for now.
I want to ask a question about the simple work of this website. So like in the beginning, so we when you go in the website, you get the location, and then it will render the current city. And then you if you input like Berlin city, it will show the weather of the Berlin. But in case where there is no, you put in the wrong name, what you will render? It will render the there's no, it will not render the current location, right?
Well, if you enter the wrong name,
yeah,
what happened on your app?
Yeah.
I mean, my question, what happened on your app if you enter the wrong name?
Your app, so I mean, the beginning it will show the current location, but if you show the wrong name, and it will just show the
oh, you have to. Oh, for that you have to render on the client side. Like for example, if the item is null or the item is empty, you do something else. For here, I don't have a proper error handler, but I only use the default handler of the generator, so that's why it's very ugly here. But at least it works. Okay. Okay, that sum up everything we done yesterday. I'm gonna stop the recording and start a new one. Yeah, of course. If you want. Do you have any question? Huy Dương, any Huy Dương Duy Minh Quấn. Quấn is here, right? Yeah, I know. Quấn is here. Huy Anh Huy. No. Okay. So I'm gonna stop this.